When I posted photos of samosas that I made at home due to COVID-19 lockdown, I got so many messages and so many of you showed interest in the recipe. I make things just by my guesswork. I don't have any specific recipe, but I'm going to try create one for you right here. There may be many YouTube videos, different techniques on how to make samosas, but the way I made them, they were delicious and they weren't heavy like you normally get when you eat at a restaurant or you take them from some outside store or frozen ones. So making samosas have two components to it. One is preparation of dough and the preparation of filling. What kind of filling should you use? Any that you like. It could be any meat product. But if you're using meat product, make sure you cook that well. For these samosas, I used potatoes, one medium-sized onion, 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, and a very small quantity of ginger, just for flavor. And then some sweet peas as well, frozen ones I had. So in a frying pan, actually a bigger capacity frying pan, I added some oil, heated it, then added those chopped garlic. Then I added ginger into it. And after about 1 minute, I added cut onions and I sauteed them for around 6, 7, 8 minutes. Then I added the finely cut pieces or squares of boiled potatoes. You can squish them if you want that, but if you want the crispiness, cut boiled potatoes into little parts. Do not full boil it. Keep it a little less than maximum boil. Like I used bigger size Rosetta potatoes and I put them in microwave for about 8 minutes. They were done in 8 minutes. Right? I added turmeric to it. You may use turmeric or you may not use turmeric. You can make without that. So to the mixture, I added potatoes and then some sweet peas into it, just for that little sweet taste among all those spices. So you can add as much salt you want according to taste. Chili, I use red chili. You can add green chili as well. You can add garam masala. I don't know what you call in your language. And you can add some Cummins seeds into it. Mix them very well so that the spices are finely mixed into the potato mixtures. So let's go down to making the dough. So I'm using, like I said before, all-purpose wheat flour, and I'm using this canola oil. So I will try to see if I can work with 2 cups of this and maybe half cup or slightly more of canola oil. So here we go. So I took 2 cups of all-purpose flour and then I'm going to add to it canola oil. Canola oil makes the skin crispier, or any oil, whatever you want. And now I'm going to mix it and I will see that the whole flour is kind of drenched in oil. I washed my hands, they're clean, and here we go. If I see the quantity is a little less, then I'm going to add a bit more of canola oil. I work with a guesswork, and my guesswork in cooking is pretty fine. So mix it as best as you can. The purpose is to make sure entire flour, whatever you call it. Punjabi guy, I speak Punjabi. It is called maida in Punjabi language. So see, so you can see this. I can bind it. Even though this is actually very fine flour, you can still feel that it has been drenched in water. Nothing to add to this wheat flour. No salt, nothing at all. Just wheat flour and oil and water. So I'm going to use the same half cup for adding water, but guess what? Water will be needed to achieve a specific kind of consistency. It cannot be too hard, it cannot be too soft. See if you can see it. You will see that it is pretty much okay. So I took 2 cups of all-purpose flour and then half cup of canola oil. I will slowly add water to it and keep mixing. I still have water left, so that means I have used only 1/4 of the cup, and it is giving me a nice mixture. But I will add more. I don't want this to be sticking to the walls of this container. You guys all know about consistency required for that pizza, I guess. Just sprinkle small drops of water into it. So you know what I'm trying to tell you? It should not be sticky to your hand. If it gets too sticky, that means we added more water like I did. So knead it well. Yes. So we got this consistency. See, if you just put some pressure, you can feel the consistency. The right consistency is really important for making samosas. I took some normal wheat flour, just have to dust it when I make it so it doesn't stick to the rolling pin or this rolling platform. So my purpose is to make it as round as possible. There we go. Get a ball like this, and then I'm going to flatten it. Same as you do for pizza, when you're comfortable doing it. Then I'm going to dust it a bit. Then I'm going to use the rolling pin. My goal is to make it as big as possible, as thin as I can make it, and then we'll make those cones for the fillings. The same way we make our rotis. So it is not sticking, which is quite good. You keep pushing the middle to the outside. The thicker it is, the better sized samosa jar. So that's my wife in the other room cooking. Superb. That is your own creation. Now, I guess I will stop here. I'm going to cut this portion that are not regular. Now, I'm going to cut it into half. So this is how we're going to use our layer for pudding. So we'll start with pinning. So now we need to fold it in a cone like this and then do the filling. So we need to join them together. This way, if you fold them like this, even if you press them, they might open up. So now, in order for us to make the perfect cone, I add some water on half of this. I left this portion. You know what? We do it water. So now this portion is going to go inside and this portion is going to come over it. And I'm going to overlap it slightly and push it. So what this water is going to do is kind of fuse these two layers. Now because I have flour outside, I can hold it in my hand like this. And do the filling. So filling goes right in here, then we touch this portion with water and then seal it. So I'm going to put fillings in it. So now, what I told you, add your water all around so these can kind of stick together. And then close. Now I have it here and we put some pressure like this on this. Now when you see it, you have our samosa ready. Right? The filling spoon, you can even utilize your leftover stuff and use that as a filling. So I hope you learned how to make samosas. You can use any kind of filling you want in it. Even leftover food, you can put that in here. So I guess you liked it. Please share your picture and tag me in that. I want to see how you make it. The next step after this is deep frying. So take sufficient oil so that they are completely submerged in it and don't overcrowd that frying pan. Let it heat up. Throw a water droplet or just throw some water like this into the oil. If it gives you spatter, it is ready for frying. If not, then wait. Because if you put this samosas into less heated oil, they will absorb it and will give you bad taste. So when the oil is very hot, they do not absorb much oil. So when they turn golden brown, this is the time you take them out. And I use this chutney. You can see that. You see that? Okay. Or I use this chutney and dilute it. And then I also use red chili sauce diluted to enjoy with these samosas when they are fried. So guys. I hope you liked it. I really need your comment. This is first time doing a recipe video. Thank you very much. Bye. So I cut the remaining dough. I made similar chapatis or circles of dough and cut them into little pieces. I'm going to make kind of snack with that. And I sprinkle some salt on it, table salt. I'm going to throw that in. So you might have seen this at restaurant. This is how they come up. So most of the people, they eat it during their breakfast or morning tea. And trust me, they are very tasty. You got to trust me on that. Like this. Even if they are in clusters, they separate once they are in hot oil. Hot oil is important term here. If the oil is cold or slightly heated, it won't give you the crispiness. And here are the samosas that we just made. Yeah, you don't want to waste this dough. So this is the alternative snacks.